These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we're back with another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are here recording Thursday, April 25th, the day after Game 2. Celtics 111-101, a loss. Celtics lost to the Miami Heat, where the Heat made all the threes. We're going to watch all the threes. That's the video. Before that, make sure to leave a like on the video. We'd appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to How About Them Celtics on YouTube. Got daily content coming at you during the playoffs and streams a lot of times a week. I was about to say 3 times. We do pregame streams and roundtable too, so a lot of times a week. But yes, the Heat shot 23 of 43 from 3 last night against the Celtics. It's the 6th highest percentage in playoff history from 3, minimum 35 threes. Justin Turpin, shout out, just tweeted 62.2% of Miami's points came from 3 last night. That's the highest percentage in playoff history ever. And 23 threes is too shy of the NBA playoff record. They out Celtics the Celtics effectively. And some of it was voodoo magic because I mean, they shot 34% from open threes in the regular season. They shot 64% tonight or last night, I should say. And big part of it is Celtics just played bad defense. It was bad defensive execution. But it was frustrating regardless of what it was. It was frustrating to watch, but we're going to watch them in a few minutes.
Can't wait. Nothing I love more than Caleb Martin. Actually, I do love the quotes more. The Celtics came out after this game and basically said, yeah, we thought they would miss. That was our game plan. Pretty bad. Hated it. Hated what they had to say after the game. Kind of pathetic.
It's not exactly what they said. So they said the Jalen and Jason quotes were the guys we were more comfortable leaving open, made their shots. And that is something the Celtics have been doing all season. That's not like a this game thing. That is a thing that they've been doing with success all season because, and for what it's worth, they've clarified this one as like, it's not we're not going to guard them. It is we're going to be more comfortable closing out late on these guys so we can guard the drives better. That's not an excuse for the way they didn't respond to it. Cause that was the game plan.
And they didn't
and that's
that.
They did. They just closed out late on a lot of them. But
the
problem was not the game plan. The problem was not adjusting to what was happening on the court. Like that is a fine game plan against the Heat team that shot poorly. But when you see them start going down, when you see these guys start making their shots consistently, like after Jovic made 2 and Caleb Martin made 2, maybe you'd be like, okay, let's change the game plan. Let's guard them higher up on the floor. Let's guard the pick and roll at the level. Let's not drop back. Let's not help on drives as much. We'll live with some contested shots in the mid range and the paint. By the time they did that, I guess Bam was just making all the middies anyways. But they just didn't adjust quick enough to the guys that were making threes. And that did them in. And that was the problem. And that is why they lost the game, because they didn't adjust to how the Heat were playing. It's bad.
I mean, you said it. They didn't adjust to how Miami was playing. Even if you do have a game plan where you feel more comfortable with certain players shooting threes, I don't think there was anybody aside from, ironically, Duncan Robinson that you should have been and Bam comfortable shooting threes last night. Duncan Robinson 2 of 7, Bam 0 of 1.
Well, as the game went on, yes, but like in the context of going into the game.
Well,
like
that's what I'm saying is you adjust.
Yes.
Towards the end of the game, there should have been nobody you're comfortable shooting threes. Everybody's making them. Defend them. Mm-hmm. Please defend these guys. There were bad plays throughout the fourth quarter where the Celtics needed stops, and they just left the same guys that have been making threes all night wide open.
They were also just getting caught up in the Adebayo Hero pick and roll. Like that was fucking killing them all night. Hero had 14 assists. So they like over adjusted to that a couple times, which led to more open threes. So it was just a defensive mess from the Celtics. And I mean, we're gonna watch it. You all see what happens. So let's watch all 23 threes the Heat made against the Celtics. This will be a super fun, super good exercise. All right, let's see. Let me put the correct screen on for viewing purposes. Here we go. First 3 of the night. Ironically, this might be the most well-defended 3 of the night. This isn't going up on audio platform, so I don't have to talk all the time. But like, I mean, you can't. This is what the Celtics. We're getting caught up on the first 3. This is what the Celtics mean when they say we are more comfortable with some guys shooting threes. This is what it should be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, okay, Hero on the drive, Hawkins on the drive. We want to guard that. Close that off. Let's get a late contest. That's a late contest. What Derek White just did is a late contest, and it was a good contest, right? Like that was good. And
Derek White was
he gets the
completely
score.
aware of what his job was the entire time. It's clear. He was eagerly awaiting a pass just to see when he could fly out and defend the three.
I'm trying to figure out where the best spot for us is because I don't want to block the score, but I also don't know if we're going to be in a good spot here. But yeah, good. W. Downhill from here, everybody. I really want to see how the defense goes and not just the contest, but I'll watch it first and we can rewind. Slightly illegal BAM screen, but not the most egregious one we'll see all night. Jalen.
No one even goes to him.
This is a Jalen tech. Jalen, what are we doing? He
just made one, brother.
This is the exact same play, but Jalen didn't do what Derek White did. And also, actually, maybe it's not even Jalen. Jalen or Drew, one of them. Like, one of them, like, figured out, like, maybe this is Drew. If Drew is behind the play, call it out. Jalen say, Drew, go corner, go corner, go corner. You're behind the play, go corner. And Drew go corner. There's just no communication. And then they just let a wide open three. Like, it's
also,
on
not
Drew
for
or
nothing.
Jalen to, yeah.
If Jovic really wants to be unselfish, Caleb Martin was wide open too.
Yeah, but Tatum could have gotten there by the time the ball got passed out to him.
Hero pops
like, he's
out
looking.
in
He
between.
sees him. He sees him.
Jovic is just not the one to leave. At this point, he had just made the first three of the game. He shot threes pretty well in game one. He is not a guy that you're like, maybe just let him shoot threes.
This is just Jalen and Drew, bad communication. Like, not, this is bad. Yeah, those two, effort and communication, was bad there. Here it is, Jalen gets beat, so Horford covers the drive. Kristaps is forced to guard him. Jalen or Horford needs to be sprinting out to the corner here. Drew covers for them, so one of them needs to be sprinting out to Jaime Jaquez here, and no one does. These two are both following Tyler Hero still. They're still both following Tyler Hero. And then Jaime Jaquez gets an open three at the top of the key. Like, just, what are we doing? Like, somebody run. Why are we just standing here?
The rotations
Jalen Al.
were not very good.
Jalen Al, terrible. Look at them. They're
This will be a
both
trend.
following him. Both following him. Terrible.
The Celtics, the Heat got so many wide open threes from that same spot throughout this game. It's embarrassing.
It was bad. All right, Jaime Jaquez dribbles up the court. Derek White covers and gets back to his guy. Jalen Brown chases Tyler Hero. Gets, I don't even know what this was. He was anticipating the screen and Hero denied it. This isn't great defense, but this isn't like the worst thing we're going to see tonight. It's just,
they at least had to create it off the dribble.
Yeah, he just denied the screen, so Jalen was momentum caught off guard. That's not good, but that is not the worst like execution thing we'll see tonight. This is just Jalen got caught off guard by the way they ran the play. This is more good play from Hero than bad defense, in my opinion. Still not great though. Still not great. Next one. Just look at this miscommunication between Pritchard and Horford. Like, what are we doing?
Who do we think is supposed to go over? It feels like it should be Horford, right?
Well,
he should just stay on the left side of Hero and guard Robinson.
Have they been switching tonight though? Like if they, it just depends on if they had been switching or not. I don't remember if they were switching early in the game. I don't think they were. I think they were just going through. I think they were fighting through. Like, you see it on the BAM screens. Drew was fighting through, and Jalen was fighting through. Like, I don't think they're supposed to be switching. And so if that's the thing, then I don't know why Horford stayed in the corner. Maybe they changed it up for this possession and Horford didn't remember, but like, it just feels like Pritchard should have followed Duncan Robinson around and he could have easily followed him. Just run. Just run with him. But
Definitely
maybe they didn't want,
like,
yeah.
The only screen that he would have to navigate is Horford.
I know. And maybe the game plan is don't let Hero drive baseline. Maybe they were trying to avoid that, but I don't know.
Kristaps is waiting. Like, I don't know. There's help baseline.
This is just bad communication. Yeah, but if Kristaps steps up to help baseline, that's a lob to Bam or a pass to the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like him scoring baseline. It's just him getting baseline. That I'm curious if that was their thing. But regardless, it's just bad communication from Horford and Pritchard. They send two on the ball and then leave Jalen to late closeout, which of the late closeouts we're going to see, that's not even the worst. It's just bad defense.
Yep.
Next. Illegal BAM screen against
Illegal
Hero.
screen, baby.
Yeah.
Next play.
Yeah. Illegal screen alert. Count them, chat. One illegal screen. This is not the Celtics' fault. This is an illegal screen.
In the Celtics' defense, on that possession, Miami's spacing was really bad. They had literally two guys in the corner. Kristaps probably could have afforded to be a little bit more aggressive on that.
Mm-hmm.
But there is the baseline cut. Okay, next.
Illegal screen. Illegal screen. Check. All right. Next one. This is a hero 3 in transition. This is
Nobody stops the
tough.
ball.
Tough, yeah, but this is, you know what this is a product of? This is a product of a terrible Celtics offensive possession that leaves them scrambling because Kristaps is now forced to take hero in transition. What really should have happened
He
is
really shouldn't have been because Bam is also bad.
Jalen should have come over to guard hero. This was just bad communication and bad bad offense leading to bad defense. They should have communicated. Brown should have picked up hero at the 3-point line, and Porzingis shouldn't have had to be on him. So, yeah. Bad. We're still in the first quarter, by the way. Just guarding the ball. This is bad. This is Al playing bad defense. That's all it is. We watched this last night, and my argument was how far up the floor is Al supposed to guard Jaime Jaquez? Because, like, Jaime Jaquez only scored on drives in the first game, so, like, maybe their game plan is don't guard. Like, can you really, like, justify guarding Jaime Jaquez above the 3-point line? You know what I'm saying? Like, can Horford step up that high on Jaime Jaquez? But Bobby Kuritsky made the point of, like, Horford just starts from a bad spot. Like, look where he is right now.
He's
Like,
below the free throw line.
he's so far deep on this. Like, it's just not. Yeah, and then he's at the elbow now. So it's just he just gave him too much space. Like, you can't guard him too much higher, but, like, Horford started from a bad spot, so it was tough.
At this point in the game, there is a little bit of like wiggle room for it because you can exactly say what you said, which is like, oh, he really only drove last game, didn't make many threes, didn't take many threes.
Yep.
But as this game goes on, the frustration and it should be growing because the connection should be made.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Excuse me. Next one. Jaquez. This is a good defensive starting spot. They have everything covered. Horford probably could have denied that pass a little better. Highsmith gets the ball, sets a screen on Jalen, and then the drop defense, man. This is exactly what Joe was talking about or Jalen was talking about of guys who we are more comfortable with closing out late and made shots. And for what it's worth, like, this isn't a terrible late closeout. It's just I just don't like the drop defense. No, it was a terrible late closeout. I lied. But it was deep. It's just I don't know, man. Like they're so scared of the hero driving into traffic, and I guess it makes more sense here because there's no double bigs, and so he's not. If Horford goes over to guard Highsmith more, then there's no like big backing up in there. But nobody's even like in the paint yet, and by the time they are, like, you're afraid of Delon Wright in there. I don't know.
Shit's gross. I mean,
Bad.
how wide? Listen. It is a little early in the game still. This was
Yes.
Highsmith's first make of the day. So if you really want to like...
And it was an
lean
ugly
into
one
that-
too. Look at that around the brim.
It was. A lot of these guys have ugly jumpers.
Yeah.
Caleb Martin has an ugly jumper. He won them the playoff series last year.
He did. I still think, to your point though, this is like, maybe this is still early where it's like, all right, like this is still their game plan. They need to adjust from here though. Like maybe you start to adjust. Like you see Highsmith make one, you start to adjust a little. This is another one. It's the game plan of like, all right, we'll stop the Adebayo hero drive. We'll stop him from actually.
This is the
kind
same
of,
play that
but-
happens in the second half. The one that made me very upset. Same play.
Yes. Except Derek White recovers much better on this one. I mean, he's
Yes.
like this is. PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 3 million members. It is the easiest and most exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats and watch all the winnings roll in. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into 1,000 with basketball, hockey, college basketball entries today on PrizePicks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. One of our favorite picks here at the How About Them Celtics podcast is the Drew Holiday blocks. It's usually 0.5. He just needs more than 0.5 blocks. That means 1 Drew Holiday block. And that pick is in the bag. PrizePicks is really simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Again, download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Like, this is how the play in the second half should have gone. Like, look at this. He almost fucking blocked it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not too mad at this because this is the game plan of, all right, let's stop the drive and then we're gonna close out late against guys who we are like didn't shoot well in game one. But now you see him made one, so maybe we adjust a little. Right now, Caleb Martin made it 3, so maybe we adjust. Jovic screen on Hauser.
Wide open.
Hauser bad. This is Hauser bad defense. Hauser,
How's
why
you
are you
gonna
scared
go
of the drive?
you guarding the Boston Celtics text on the baseline?
Look at him. Look, he got faked out by this little stutter step by Caleb Martin. Can't do it. He got stutter stepped. Bad defense. Got to get out quicker. You especially have to get out quicker considering there is literally 2 fucking behemoths in the paint right here. You have 2 guys. You have Kristaps Porzingis leaving Tyler Hero butt naked open so he can guard the paint. Let him drive. And then somebody can move out. Bad.
He's disgusting.
Jalen gets around the Bam screen. Bam sets.
That's an illegal, right?
Illegal.
That was
screen
one of
on
the
Derek
illegal
White.
ones.
Yeah. 2. Count them, chat. 2. Bang. Gave him a little hip thrust.
Yep. Just walks right into Derek White.
Mm-hmm. It's 2. We're not even gonna watch it again. It's 2 illegal screens. Hero gets the ball at the Garden logo. Bam Adebayo. Yeah, just walks in. He's
Gets faked on the screen.
He gets faked on the screen. The best part about this is, and Derek White said he's probably like, all right, I've got to get around the illegal screen now. And then Hero just denies the screen. So
Miami's spacing here also isn't like great.
It isn't.
I guess by the time the action actually happens, Martin's out of there. But at first it was like, well, Holiday has the other side of this.
Not really. Holiday's down here. Maybe he should have been over more, but if anything, like, I mean,
also
I think
a little bit high up for him to go over a screen.
it's just, well, I think it is just Derek White anticipating Bam going to push him a little bit because it just happened 2 seconds ago. But it is, yeah. I think he just got faked out. Like he just got beat and Hero denied the screen. Just bad.
I mean, even though that goes in, that is not one of the threes that we're all looking at. Is this is a problem?
No, I mean, Hero made a deep 3 after rejecting a screen.
Guy hasn't missed.
He hasn't.
Maybe stay a little tighter to him.
Yeah, you got
barely outside of the paint.
Yeah, you got to trust that Porzingis can guard Bam in that spot 1-on-1. He gets out there. Like, it's not a terrible contest, but it's not good enough from how he shot this game.
This is also an important stretch where, like, you're coming out of the half. You had Jalen put together a miracle, not a miracle stretch, but an insane heat check stretch before the break to help you take a lead. And this is how you, like, respond with kind of lazy defense, lackluster.
I don't know what Drew was doing. Did he forget he was there? Did he see Hawkes leave the corner and just forget, like, that Jovic existed? Like, I think he thought Jovic was still next to him. Look at him. Look at his reaction. Watch him, like, panic.
Yeah, I guess.
This is not an excuse. It's just like what I think happened. Like it's still bad defense, but like look at him. Look at him like panic. Like, oh shit, he's out there.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Maybe he didn't catch the relocation.
Bad. Not an excuse. Just what I think happened. Hero gets the ball. Martin screens. Is this a Bam illegal screen? Kind of. Got to fight harder. If you're Tatum, you got to fight harder on that screen. And no, you know what? I'm wrong. What should have happened is Porzingis come out, communicate, tell Tatum to follow Bam. Tatum could have easily just followed Bam in here. Drew could have also followed Bam, and Tatum could have gotten out here. Porzingis just needs to come up here. Porzingis just needs to come up. Like, cut the shit. Porzingis needs to come up, and one
Tatum
of these
could
needs
stay
to card Bam
attached.
on the roll. Yeah. Porzingis
He's big
needs to come
enough.
up to the level there. Agree. Yeah, Porzingis had to come up there. It's bad communication, bad execution.
The ball
One-on-one
handler
defense.
threes are not the ones that kill me. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
Tatum, hands aren't even up.
Well, he got it up when he shot the ball.
They should be up.
That's not how NBA players don't play defense like this the whole time.
Then he should be closer. Are you afraid of getting beat by Caleb Martin on the fucking drive?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you especially shouldn't, considering Jaime Jaquez was blocking him the whole way. He gets an okay contest off, but it's not good enough. You got to be out.
Caleb Martin like sits there, thinks to himself, "Oh my God, he's really not going to cover me," and then shoots.
It's bad. It's bad defense. Illegal Bam screen.
This is
illegal
the
Bam
one
screen.
that made me the most mad with Bam. So like obviously moving sends Jalen to the first row, and it results in an open 3 for Hero, who hasn't missed.
Sorry, Grace just came in my room. Yeah, this is illegal Bam screen. This is terrible. There's nothing else to say. This is 3 now. That just directly led the Heat threes. 3, count them. Not an excuse considering the Heat made 23, but illegal nonetheless. Sends 2 to the ball, and then just shit. Why are we putting 2 on the Tyler Hero drive? I'm sorry, I'm not that worried about his drive or the Bam. I guess you have to send it because you can't have
this
Pritchard.
possession. This possession's okay. What happens is they draw a mismatch in the switch. Pritchard is obviously not going to stop Bam. Horford gets out to Hero, who is the better shooter than Highsmith, and actually causes him to pass the ball up to Highsmith, who shoots like that. And he just happened to make his second 3 from the same exact spot. Maybe if you want to point at anything, rotations are not quick enough on this possession. But the reads and decision making are okay. Very rare instance of okay reads by the Celtics.
If anything, ironically enough, I would have rather Porzingis just not have guarded Highsmith at all. Like Noah was talking about this after the game. She's like, I feel like there's something to it where you're almost more comfortable shooting with a hand even like close to you than completely wide open. And this is a completely useless closeout from Porzingis. Look at this. Like this does nothing right here. All this does is give Bam Adebayo an easy chance for a rebound. Like that's all you're doing by doing this. That you're not affecting the shot at all. And if that missed, Bam was right there. Like that was a useless closeout. At that point, just don't close out. And like you said, I don't even think that's a bad defensive possession. I think the Heat just did a good job of finding a mismatch, and the Celtics guarded it well. But just don't fucking close out. Just leave that open at that point if that's what you're okay with out of the mismatch. But Sam Hauser guarding Duncan Robinson.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Illegal screen.
Was it? This
yeah, he nudges Hauser way out to the lucky logo.
Yeah. Hauser does a great job of recovering, to his credit, but like he's right there. But Duncan Robinson. 4. 4. What? Do we get another? No, he fakes it. Got him. Oh.
I feel like you shouldn't leave your feet on this.
You shouldn't. But it's tough. You shouldn't. This is just like, I don't want to say unlucky, but this is just like, this is not the one that I'm most mad at because it is like, you just got fucked. Just don't leave your feet, man. Come on. That's all it is. Next one. Drew Holiday, man. What if...
This is where it becomes, we are 42 minutes into this game. I think everybody in the arena, except for the guys wearing green on the court, knew that Miami was going to make threes if you left them open.
What is Drew Holiday doing? Like, what is I will say it is
the corner closeout where he's like, "Oh man, I don't want to jump."
I will say Haywood Highsmith has not made a 3 that we've seen. He didn't make a single 3 without hitting the rim. Like all of them were just ding 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 ding, like clink 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 in. Man, bad defense by Drew Holiday. Bad defense.
I wish you lost points for hitting the rim.
Illegal screen. Shout out to Tatum for. Yeah, fuck you, Bam. You said illegal screen, take an elbow. Also, Bam. That's a 2K fine for flopping, my brother. Get out of here. Shut the fuck up. Drew again. Slow to close out.
Did he put his hand up?
No.
Late. After the ball was gone, he did.
Yeah, bad.
After this big circle jerk we had for Drew after game 1.
Yeah,
not the best effort from him in game 2.
I think it's just like, oh yeah, we're okay with these guys shooting. Which is like, at this point, guys,
you shouldn't be.
Exactly. At this point, what are we doing? Like, you shouldn't be at this point. What are we doing?
The script is out. You should know that the threes are going in today.
See,
this is the one that made me want to put my head in the microwave.
It is. The Heat switched up how they did it. So instead of having, like, they passed the ball sooner, so Derek White couldn't recover, and Kristaps gets caught in no man's land. So the Heat adjusted to it well, and Jalen almost fucking blocks the shot, but like he's actually really holy shit. He's a lot closer to blocking it than I thought. But just the Heat just played quicker out of this, and so Derek White couldn't recover fast enough. And Kristaps
That shit's
Porzingis is doing nothing.
unacceptable. Like I don't think you can't be relying on a Jalen miracle closeout to maybe block the shot at this point of the game. Game was too close. It was winnable. Caleb Martin's 4 or 5 at this point.
You can't.
You
be
need
playing
to
drop anymore.
understand, like, he's gonna
drop
make
is
it if you
banned.
leave him.
Drop is banned. No more drop. Out on drop. This is like Kristaps just needs to come over and help guard this and either stunt and recover or just pick up Hero and deal with the consequences. I'm fine with Drew guarding Bam. Fine. And because the worst that comes out of Drew guarding Bam? A 2. Not a 3. Like then you're down 8, not 9.
This one.
Bad. That's the last one anyway. So well, there you go. Bad. What's my biggest takeaway? Stop playing drop defense, bring them to the level, and live with 2s. Just you can't live with 3s. That is the only way the Heat will win is if they make a million 3s, and that's what they did. Live with 2s. Accept the mismatches like they did in that like the Celtics did, or the Heat did to the Celtics, I should say. Close out harder and stop the drop defense. Cut the drop defense. It's banned. No more. Not allowed. Like you can stunt and recover so Kristaps stays on Bam. But no more drop defense. No more pure drop defense. It's terrible.
So I would like the Celtics to find a healthy medium of not guarding 3s and guarding them so hard that they go flying into the crowd like Drew Holiday did that pump fake from DeLon Wright. There's just like a discipline that they didn't have in this game. It was one extreme or the other. And regardless of what they did, it didn't work out because they just kind of got into it too late. You can't let this game is like a big metaphor for the series as a whole, where it would have been sick if you just didn't give them hope at all. Now you got to go down to Miami. You have to win. It feels like you have to win both. You probably don't have to win both, but you should win both. I would appreciate it if you won both. And you gave them hope in this game. Like your game plan of letting them shoot 3s and hoping they miss is dead. These guys, as a team, just gained a ton of confidence. That's the one thing you didn't need. You didn't need confidence, you need hope, and you gave both. Sucks. Shame.
How about the Celtics? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll let Sam wrap it up.
Thank you very much for listening or watching. If you're watching, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the daily uploads we put together for you. We're coming at you with pods Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Game recaps the morning after each game. Videos like this on the days in between. You can find our streams here too. Talking C's is live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. Ours for this week went up on Thursday because there's a travel day on Friday, so we can't do it. Also, Celtics the Roundtable on Tuesdays around 6 p.m. and pregame streams, half hour before each game. We'll be here. You can find us on Spotify and Apple too. If you follow us there, you're going to get our full pods, game recaps right to your feed, and you can leave a 5-star review. We would appreciate that. Email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com is the address for it. Tell us your thoughts on this game. I'm sure there's plenty to say. Socials at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook is just the name of the podcast. You can find our streams there and on YouTube and on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's at Jack Simone NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.
That is bogus. These guys are ridiculous.